Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you're well. We're back here on Simple Man's little 250. Put the new bar and chain on it, done our initial test cuts, and I'll be honest with you, this little sucker rips. Tried to put a tack on it, but it was one of those wireless tacks. It was a freebie, China special. I don't know how accurate it was, but the saw does sound like it's turning a high RPM. It showed a little saw was turning just a touch over 14 grand out of the cut. Now I know these things have like really hot port timing, but I'd never tacked one, a stock one, had no idea they were kind of turning that kind of RPM. But who knows, it could be off. Once we get it done, I may put my good tack on it. But you know, this is the tear down video for port work. The third video will be, you know, showing the port work that I've done to it and the things I do. And we will put the same bar and chain back on it and go in the same log. But I'd mentioned it in another video, this thing's so fast just right out of the box, and that piece of wood and that dense of wood, I don't know that we're gonna see a big huge improvement. I could be wrong, but it's really gonna fool me if we do. And I'm not joking at all. I really wished I would have started with a bigger test log. But whatever, it is what it is. We'll be able to tell what's going on regardless either way. Been a long time since I actually made one slower than it was. This one here will bite me and I'll end up doing that. It has. Well, the cover just kind of took itself off the back. I don't think I had it fastened. I absolutely despise these things if they've never been out. They are freaking pain. No joke. You can see how hard I'm prying on that. You guys who build and have had them apart know exactly what I'm talking about. There is like little indentions or slots for your screwdriver to go into to help you pry the dang things loose, but usually I'll pull these off on camera. Like, why not just show what a nightmare they are to get out sometimes. I usually just push right back in easy, is the weird thing. And we got one over here. We'll take this out. Really surprised at how fast this thing cut. Which I shouldn't have been. The little one we had here of Calvin's that we ported was a flat out little ripper. And you know, it really just mainly cleanup work. I don't remember if I advanced the ignition timing on that one or not, but that is something we will do here for sure. And it looks like anything that can be a pain to get loose on this one's going to be a pain. Sometimes that's the way it goes. And this clutch barely has any wire on it unless it's been replaced, and I doubt that it has. I really don't even know that the saw's been into that much. Hopefully this thing breaks loose with our, well, I think I have our 20 volt gun on here. Let's see if it'll break it loose. Oh yeah, beautiful. I'm sure this will be boring to some people. I really wish I could play the radio, but the fine folks at the YouTubes don't like it for some reason. It is what it is. We're in their house, we'll abide by their rules, I guess, you know. It is what it is. Let's see, handlebars should be ready to come off, hopefully. I'll have to buy me another pin magnet. And we did get the black saw back up and going today. I think I may have found an aftermarket carb that may be worth a shit. From Sawzilla. I won't know till I get it out and run it, put a little time on it. For some reason, that series of Carburetor is a pain in the ass to find a good aftermarket carb for those saws. Or, well, it's basically about the same carb that's on a 440 and 450. There may be differences in Venturi size or jet size or something, who knows, but carbs will interchange, I do know that. They look like the same damn carb. Like I said, you know, this is all mainly just, maybe it'll help someone out. You know, I didn't have to video the disassembly of it. I looked around, I didn't really see a disassembly video, and I hope you can tell what I'm doing. I know I get my arms in the way a lot, but I know I'm moving fast, but it's turning chilly fast here tonight. But I think it's about all of the cold weather this week. I think it's going to be in the 50s the weekend, and rain a little, which is good. So, you know, most of you know by now that we kind of accidentally set the woods on fire over at the property. You know, oh well, whatever it is, what it is, shit happens. I've not got the bill on that yet. I don't know what it's going to be. Dude was cool about it, said sometimes a lot of the guys will kind of eat their labor, which I told him I really didn't want them to do that. That, you know, I would assume just pay them for the time, because it really helped me out a lot. They saved all my trees, and it kind of got over to the adjoining property next to mine. Not a lot, a little bit, but, you know, I understand people wanting to be good people, but, you know, I'd rather pay them for the services they done. Which he flat out told me if I got a bill from the fire department to throw it away because they didn't do shit, didn't deserve a dime, but they wasn't there very long anyway. Let's see, for some reason kill switch wire is unhooked on it. We'll have to deal with that later. Let's see, been a while on one of these. Trigger, it looks like it pops up out of there. Well, it ain't been a while, maybe a month. Looks like it kind of just pops up out like a 029, 290. The choke, I know, just kind of works out of there once you get the carb broke loose. Just like so. You want to get that out of there, you don't want to risk losing it. Put it in a magnetic tray. Fuel line. I'm gonna have to pop it off of there somehow. Maybe we can get a screwdriver back in behind it. And I know everybody knows this. You want to always push lines off. Get the tank pressure bled off of it. It'd probably still blow back and get us in the face or mouth. I had some get me in the mouth last week. And it was old fuel. It was freaking horrible, no joke. Wish I had it on camera. I may have, I don't remember. Seems like as I get older, my short-term memory, I can remember stuff that happened when I was in kindergarten. That's no joke. I can remember a kid stabbing another kid in the hand over a tater tot when I was like 4 or 5 years old in kindergarten, but I cannot freaking remember where I laid a screwdriver an hour ago. It's pretty sad. I'm sure other people can relate. Oh, she has definitely been into before, and I highly doubt I have one of those. Shit. I kind of wonder if one for an 026 is the same. If it is, maybe, but the ring that goes in behind the carb is missing. I don't really know how it was sealing up and running as good as it was. I get stuck in the back of the carb. I've seen that. Oh, we're in luck, guys. I've seen that shit before. Oh, I get it. I got you. This one uses a plate and a gasket. That's a cool deal. Gasket's intact. We're good. Good to go. I should have known that anyway, but I'm pretty sure the one that I had here a month ago had a ring in there. Yeah, it is what it is. And on these, I'm pretty sure I can just unplug the wiring off the coil. I'll take this plug loose up here first. It comes out kind of just like a 029 or 290 does. The easiest way I found to do that is go in and just push it through. I know my arm's in your way. I might have to actually get another screwdriver. A smaller one. There we go. Maybe you guys can see what I'm talking about there. Just come in from behind. Probably didn't sound right. And pop it loose. Come out of there. They usually pop out a lot easier. It's still halfway hung in, but I doubt it's ever been out. A smaller screwdriver would have been a smarter choice. There. Damn, that sucker does not want to come out. Might as well video it all. Show the whole fight. Okay, once we get everything on the back loose, it should just pull right out of there then. If not, we'll fight with it a little more. Make her coil loose. Funny, the coil wire grounds down there on that one. To my understanding, you can put this coil off of one of these, which, hell, it kind of looks just like any other Stihl coil, to be honest with you. On home light, or so I've been told. Simple Man has a buddy down there that does it. I'm sure there's been others do it as well, but that wire is going to be a bitch to push off of there. That happens a lot if they've never been off. There we go. I always push your wires off, just like pushing fuel line off. I'm sure somebody's going, we know. Some people don't, believe it or not. And that hose there is actually for the tank vent. It's got to be pulled off in a second anyway. impulse line. Now we've really got to get this out. It is loose, but for some reason it's not loose. Come out of there, bastard. I tell you, it may have made more sense to pop it out of the orange piece first instead of the body. It is out of that. I don't know what in the hell got it. There. What a pain in the ass. It'd been easy. I guess pulling the muffler off might have made a little more sense. Looks like the impulse line unhooked itself. Wiring. This thing here, believe it or not, this pulls off. Wiring came up out of the handle. I guess I could lift coil on it. That's gonna make reassembly real fun. Spark plug wire. And I would advise people not to rush things apart. I'm kind of in a hurry here tonight. Not really, but holy crap. Is that son of a bitch ever been out? Let's see. Got something like this. Wow, I'm not that weak. No joke. That sucker's in there. No shit. We'll just go to the trash with that one. She's seen better days. Okay, so I know for a fact there's nothing else holding this. This should just pull off of the intake boot. I don't think there's a screw holds it anywhere. Well, there is. It went through the handlebar and plastic. Holy shit. Okay guys, so I didn't really want to pull and cuss on this thing on camera very much. She was stuck. In a nutshell, this is your intake boot clamp. No shit, piss poor design, I know, but it works. The impulse line come off with it, and we'll put it down here in the... It's actually in really good shape still, so we'll reuse it, but there's no intake boot clamp. It goes on kind of like this and pushes down on there really tight. I actually got these big long needle nose behind it and just kind of slowly worked and pried till it popped loose. Yeah, I have seen where, you know, some people leave that off and put a clamp on, but I don't know, I guess you could. It is part of the cooling system of the saw, but who knows. Looks like we need to locate. It looks like I know that's a 13 or ½ inch, either one will work. Alright, let's hope that one breaks loose as easy as the clutch did. And that it picks off of there with these. Nope, didn't want it to come all the way. No real room to get a puller in here, and I don't even think the puller Stihl sells, or the aftermarket ones you can get. This would not work either. So we're hoping it'll just pick out of there. Hopefully we're lucky on that. I swear I always keep a hammer in this box. And there it is. Need to go through that box and get it I'll put back in the shed. Now usually you could hold a screwdriver behind it or just hold lock pressure. You know, usually that'll work, and if it doesn't, you can frill the side of the flywheel. I think we're loose. And when I say frill or pick, just barely pick, try not to break anything. We're loose. A smaller hammer would have been nice. I could have got in here and picked it there, but if you're frilling from the side, don't hit the magnet, hit the side of it. Don't have a magnet, and you know, don't beat the mortal living shit out of it either. And this flywheel itself is keyed. That's how we'll advance the timing. We'll just, you know, file a little bit of that off. A little bit goes a long way on that. Let's see. We'll keep track of how our wiring routes. It's got a ground up here, right there. Should be this T27. Should be. It is. That bolt, it's really about the only different bolt in the whole saw. Remember the 390 build we done didn't have that wire. I actually found one of those about a week later. It's down here in my little jug of random hoses and things. Really ain't got no need to put it on it, but if it ever gets to where kill switch doesn't want to work, I guess we could, but just one of those deals. I've got to buy another can of penetrating oil or WD-40. I've got one here, but I can't find it. It's probably rolled under one of these benches, so we'll hope these break loose. Oh yeah. If not, I probably would have heated it with the MAP gas torch. We're almost there, guys. Not a lot left to do. Not a lot left to do. I'm not seeing a gasket on the muffler stuck to it. No, there's not. Weird. Which 290s kind of just have a plate behind them, but I swear the last one of these I had here had a gasket on it. Maybe I've got one here that'll fit it. It looks about the same as like a 026 gasket or something. Let's hope so. If not, we'll just red RTV it and be done with it. Who knows, it may not have used a gasket. A lot of times that little aluminum plate will compress enough to seal things up. And we should have 4 T27s here in the bottom. Let's hope this one will actually get to them. I picked that up at Lowe's. It's actually a cobalt. It works pretty good on these. I had one here that's 6 inches long, but it busted, so I got on eBay and picked this one up. I actually had it advertised for Stihl saws. It's not hex all the way up. It goes around so you can fit it into the smaller cylinder heads, like on your smaller saws or some of the older saws. I know an 038 has the smaller holes in the cylinder. You guys that build know what I'm talking about. There should be a bolt there. Should be a bolt there. I'm not seeing a bolt there. I'm seeing a hole there. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, and they do that a lot. I don't have the best eyesight in the world. I don't lie to anyone. It just is what it is. It's something I've dealt with for years, and you know, it's just one of them things. Yeah, we've got one. There we go. Just one of them things. I think they really lost no sleep over it. No sense in it, really. That one's got some trash or dirt in it. I really like these screw guns with lights on them. Makes things real nice. Those actually came out rather easy. Well, two. I keep them in a separate cup. We still got the one here and the one back here. Come out of there. There it is. Fellers, we should be completely disassembled. That is it. We got some cleanup to do to that. That glued together there like that would really make it easy to check port timing. Might as well. So it came loose pretty easy. Ring has a real nice seat on the cylinder. Yeah, a little carbon build up. She's been ran a little bit. It ain't bad. You scrape it away with your fingernail. What kind of fit we got? Our seals feel nice. Morgan, this thing's low, like we had talked. This is low hour, guys. Look how tight those seals are. Bearings are smooth as silk. Either this is low hour or somebody's redone it. Now they're the OEM seal bearings, as far as I can tell. This should be a real nice little saw when we're done. Cylinder looks real nice. Not a lot of carbon in the exhaust port. These things got a pretty slick exhaust port to start with. Something else I want to show you guys. I showed this in another video, and maybe this one will bite me and it won't be. Nope. Check that out. You see certain YouTubers, I ain't mentioning no names, I don't do that anymore, but people who follow these people will know. They say not to do that. It'll cause premature skirt failure. Again, if it's good enough for Stihl, it's good enough for me. Well, there you have it, guys. That boot, you know, evidently just pops right off of there. But there you go, fellas. ms250 teardown. Next video, I'll show you, you know, what I've come up with. I'm not going to show reassembling it. One of you guys asked that on a video. I ain't being mean, but man, just do the steps in reverse. It was on one of the 290 builds. They are pretty detailed, pretty up close. I think one of those I had like my big DSLR set up. 2 or 3 video lights. Here's one of the ones of Simple Man's, I think. I know there's 2 different 290 teardowns here on the channel, but it's pretty dang detailed. You know, just do all that in reverse, and you really shouldn't have any problems. I even shown in the build on the black saw how to get the rings to pop down in the cylinder. It's pretty self-explanatory anyway, but as always, you know, you guys, thank you for watching, subscribing. Welcome to all the newcomers. If you just ran across this, I welcome you to hang around. Hit the notification bell. It will let you know when I get a video. I try to get several out a week. There was a spell last month. I was sick for 3 weeks straight with the Rona. It sucked, to be honest with you. I'm still coughing shit up off of my lungs. And I'm just now somewhat getting my taste buds back, but yeah, we try to get some videos out when we can, you know, several a week. I try to, some better than others, but oh shit. With that said, you guys have a good one.